Hello, guys. We welcome you to our third episode of Product Updates, everything around XOAP. Today, again, with our CTO, Sinisha. Hello, Sinisha.
Hi.
Yeah, start pretty easy. Let's start with the general topic, Sinisha. We do a lot of changes the last weeks, a lot of them in the back end, but some things are coming up in the front end, and this is something we would like to share with all of you guys. And there are some general things we can change for now in MikeSoap. We moved the settings configuration area to another place. Maybe you can show this kind to us.
Sure. So, as the part of our reorganization and making things simpler and more comfortable for our users, the first thing that we started is you can see it here below in the left lower corner. So we moved the settings from the right upper corner to the left lower to make it available with one click. That's one part of the things that we started to do. As well, we moved the connections that were hidden behind a small icon, I would say, to this area here. And that's just the beginning of things that you will see in the future coming up here in that list. But that's something we will talk about at the last step today. So, but that's just to give you an idea. We are constantly trying to improve the usability of the platform.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's nice. So you can see in the very first step where to click and how to come to the settings. Let's go to the modules.
Mhm.
What kind of changes do we have in image management? I know that we add some visual things and improve something. Yeah.
Yeah, as first step in the process of making an activity log available here as well is, for example, that we adjusted the data tables a little bit from informational perspective. So what you can choose now here is, and we implemented it on most data tables, is that you can also adjust here the view to see which resource was created by which specific user and when was it updated and who updated something. So to give you a better visibility of what was changed, maybe from a colleague, if you try to understand a specific change, and those things will all come together then later inside an activity log that will be also available here in this area. So that's one part of the things that we added everywhere. And
Oh,
besides that, if you're talking about image management, you said it already, we also added a visibility diagram to see, okay, what runs failed, what runs are currently still running, which were successful, to give you an idea here in the overview of the image management, as well in the overview, in the general overview, if you get to the dashboard here.
and then what we discussed in the last session is also then I can drill down in the log if there are some issues, see the issues if there are any, and yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
We also enhance the connections, yeah, because AWS is changing something, announcing new features or components, so we align to that.
Yeah, as part of adding more capability connection-wise, we went over to AWS and implemented something that was requested from many people. So we now have two different possibilities to connect to AWS, not only the old access key, access secret way of, but as well assume role, and with the assume role cross account possibility, so that you don't have to share secrets. We give you the information you need to connect to our role, and then you just specify the role that you have here. And we also explained a little bit what needs to be done on your side, on customer side, to enable this. So that's something that we implemented here as well.
Okay, cool. We have an improvement in configuration management because, as you guys know, we create configurations, have a versioning, and can also define which version will be available for a specific group. There we have also an enhancement.
Yeah, what you maybe know, so if you start creating configurations, you get like, with every change you do, every time you save something, you get like a version number that you can then assign to a specific group. And now we implemented in the overview the possibility to see directly on the group which version of a configuration assigned to a group to make it easier identifiable to what is actually being used by a group. And if you go to edit, then you like have those different things that you can choose from, and then make the decision based on what you see. So making it easier to identify which configurations are actually assigned
So
to
I
a
don't
group.
have to drill down in the configuration to see what's available, what's active, so I can see it directly in the overview. That's pretty cool.
That's true.
And we
And
have also some enhancements
yeah.
in the action menus.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we had a little bit of struggle with having those things here sorted out, what you can actually choose in the action menu, and we sorted that a little bit to make it easier. So starting from editing the text to view the code, and then delete as the last thing. So that's also something where we are looking at to make it easier, identifiable from usage perspective, and create less errors maybe if you click on something where you didn't want to click on.
It reacts also pretty fast. That's amazing. When we talk about configuration management, then we talk about deliver configurations to every kind of system in my infrastructure. That means for
Mhm.
my server, for my desktop, for my notebook, for my virtual desktop, doesn't matter. And therefore, we also create DSC modules for system hardening, for example. And we take care of the STIG guidelines. Yeah, can you maybe a little bit describe what we do over there?
Yeah, okay, let's switch over to GitHub, XOAP.io GitHub. So what we are constantly doing, we had the STIG settings for different operating systems already for August available. And what we now did is we also adjusted it to the latest available version for the SCIG settings for October. And therefore, we are delivering this DSC module with those resources here to make it easily available inside XOAP. So what you can do here is you can see actually which kind of different areas you can configure, and what's hiding behind here is DSC configuration, setting a registry policy values and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're trying to achieve here is, if you go to releases, you can download always the latest version here with this XOAP module template DSC. Just download it, head over to the module area in XOAP, and just upload this version, this zip file, and then it gets instantly available for you to be used in configurations. And if you then go to create configuration and search for, I hope I added it here still, the August version in our demo account, you can choose from this, and then you can directly choose those specific use cases, give it a name, create a configuration for that, assign it to a group, and it's directly usable with those standard settings that are delivered through those STIG things. And if you want to adjust it, you can always like download it, adjust the scripts, upload it on your own to your dedicated workspace, and make the adjustments that are needed for your use case.
Yeah, pretty cool. STIG stands for Security Technical Implementation Guidelines. Maybe two sentences from your side, Sinisha, why we choose this to deliver these configurations.
Yeah, that's a standard tool set for securing systems, and XOAP stands for standardization. So for us, it's a no-brainer to implement such kind of things into our solution to make it available for a large number of customers without having to like import the group policies on their own. Maybe you also want to adjust security policies to systems that are not inside your Active Directory and maybe then not manageable. So maybe for DMZ systems or home office PCs or whatever. So with this solution, we make it easily usable for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's amazing. Also for new customers who have to decide to harden the systems, they just start with XOAP. This is maybe the last step because we improve also the registration process. You start with XOAP. You can use this configuration, this SDIG best practice DSC module, and deploy it to your environment. So you have pretty easy and very fast delivered this configuration and security hardening to any kind of system in your infrastructure. Cool. Yeah, let's jump to the last step, Sinisha. We improved the registration process. Maybe just two sentence to that, what we do over there.
Okay, then I have to log out again to show it. So basically, we are constantly trying to make it easier for interested customers, new users to sign up. And therefore, we readjusted our registration and login pages. So you don't need to put in twice the password anymore. You don't have to go through a complete multi-factor authentication process in the first step. Make it as easily usable as possible for everybody. And also we are currently in the process of making even the trial starting easier for you. That is something that will come into in the next weeks to make it more easier, more understandable, and to get you up to speed as fast as we can and as easy as we can.
Cool. We will upload the video later on. I will share all the links to the community definitely. And last but not least, yeah, a small hint to the roadmap. What's coming up maybe this year and what's coming up next year in Q1 of
Yeah, we are
2024.
okay. We are pretty close to complete the activity log that I already mentioned. So I'm pretty sure that will be a good Christmas present. We are also working on some adjustments of the configuration management wizard to make it easier to see which resources are actually used inside a configuration. And there's a few other things like giving you access to the marketplace images for Azure and AWS. I mentioned it before, I think in the last update session, still working on it, but that will be available soon for sure.
Pretty cool. Thank you for all the insights, Sinisha. Was nice to talk to you.
You're welcome.
I wish you a great week and to the community the same. Have a nice day. Register for next event and see you soon.
Bye bye.